Ashike?
Actually,
Well,
it's the old layout. I didn't have time to change it, and my paint and paint shop whatever Photoshop skills, they're really bad. So try to hang
yeah.
on, guys. Try to hang on.
Okay, so any ideas what map this may be, or are you not actually looking yet?
Yeah, it's hard to tell at this point.
Of course, scouting in these games is so important because if you don't know the map, then you can't really work out what kind of strategy may be best for you. So it's so important to recognize the map as soon as possible.
Yeah,
And this may be Hamburger, you know.
I have no idea what a hamburger is.
It may be.
I know what a hamburger is, but I don't know the map.
It may just be. No, it can't be. The water is too close to the outside. It may actually be very similar to Coastal. Actually, it's looking fairly similar right now. They're definitely joined, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I
Well-
agree about the lumber camp. Oh, already short on the scouting here. Oh,
Shot
okay. Ah, maybe it's the map with the huge wood on the middle and then just the shores open.
Could be, could be. Not sure, but they definitely have water around the outside, and it's kind of a bit like Oasis with water around the outside, I imagine.
Yeah, something similar. We can already see a lot of resources here.
Yeah.
One thing to note here is the amount of stone, which is really crucial in a Mayan war. In this
Of
kind
course.
of map, Eagle Warriors are kind of useless because you can only wall and lame so much in this kind of map. So I'm really interested to see how these players are gonna play this game out, because it's really hard to sneak on this kind of map because only the sides are open, so you can easily spot the sneaks. Landing is also quite hard because the land space is so small. So we're probably gonna see a huge water fight and then either player going for the boom, then castles to take the shoreline and to make a lot of planet archers.
Yeah, and of course, if you actually lose water in this map, because you'll be going for a castle to make the plumed archers anyway, it could still be. It doesn't spell the end instantly, if you know what I mean. You can get the castle on the shoreline, secure the shore, and then build some docks in the shelter. And
Yeah.
Viper's sending Jordan's sheep to him, the kind
Yeah.
sir that he is.
Yeah, I don't like that actually, because you know what Jordan did was that he went for fast scout on his enemy. So he knowingly sacrificed scouting his own map for scouting his enemy's map.
Of
So
course.
basically, this was a situation when Viper should have punished Jordan and perhaps even take the sheeps. But
Yeah.
the minimum he should have done would have been to leave the sheeps where they were, you know?
Of course, yeah.
Because,
But this is almost a friendly. There is no money at stake or anything like that. So I think in this situation, he's probably not too concerned, and perhaps would rather see the game go into the late game than give him that early disadvantage.
Yeah, well, you know, these guys are really good friends, but they don't want to lose to each other. Trust
True.
me.
Hey,
The amount of bitching they will get from the winner,
Yeah.
it's
It will stay with them for months.
yeah, and he's gonna always be slicing his wrists if he loses. So
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I've just noticed something in the middle. It's not been scouted yet, but you see where the Jordan's wood camp is.
yeah,
I'm not sure how far that wood goes in, because he may just be able to tower that wood from back here if it goes in a little bit further.
Yeah, if it goes a little bit further, but in this situation it shouldn't be possible, at least not very soon. Yeah, maybe go for the famous guard tower keep upgrades. Fast Imperial Age with keeps.
Well, that's
Yeah.
more of a Korean thing.
Yeah, I heard that it's actually pretty powerful, you know?
Yeah.
Go
Don't
test it
talk to
on
me
Game
about
Ranger.
Koreans.
I'm pretty sure it works on Game Ranger.
Don't talk to me about Koreans, please.
Koreans are OP.
I hate them. I want to know how far this goes in. Well, I'm not sure, but I mean, it could just be possible to get a tower on the edge of this wood and hit Jordan's wood from there. It could be possible. It may even be open, but that would be a massive surprise if it was. But yeah,
Yeah.
Viper going up to the feudal age now. 3 villagers onto gold and 1 dock for the time being. Is he going to get another dock? Yes, he is. And we will see a pretty big galley rushing here.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed on Viper's scouting here. His scouting has been quite poor in this game. He has been denying Jordan's scouting, but he's also neglecting his own scouting. So both players are playing kind of blind now, and that might be an issue. And he's gonna be supply block.
StarCraft 2 terminology.
Oh, he's going for the wheelbarrow.
Already?
Yep.
Wow, that was very early.
Yeah, well, Viper kind of likes to do really early.
Yes, we saw in the first game, yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan just up to the feudal age as well. He's not scouted around the back of Jordan's base, but judging by his own map, I think it's fair to say there's not actually much resources around the edge at all. It seems to be all very close to the town centre.
Yeah, that is true. Although and Viper's already going for 2 fishing ships. Really interesting. Really
He's
interesting.
confident. He's very confident, it seems.
Yeah, I think he just wants to defend with the initial 3 galleys that he's gonna make and put some aggression. And after that he starts adding galleys because he kinda assumes that Jordan tried to get an economy advantage by going later up and perhaps having more fishing boats than Viper did.
Jordan probably went up on about 28, I think, because Viper was up on, what was that, 26? I can't remember. But yeah, I think you're probably right there. He may just be trying to get an economic advantage at this stage. And we've not actually seen any galleys from Jordan just yet, so maybe that won't be the case.
Yeah. Here we see Jordan already walled his side.
And Viper walling as well. So both of these guys walling. We could see a fairly long game here.
Yeah, I think both players want to play a macro game here.
It's the right map for it, that's for sure. The concentration of resources by their initial town centre is great. They can get a very good boom on.
Yeah, although I already see this game going for a long galley war. It's gonna be more like an Iceland's game because the sides they are so shallow that you can't. Is the right word shallow?
Shallow?
Like
yeah, I suppose.
Okay.
They're not very. Yeah.
You're the Englishman. You should.
I should know, not that I do. Jordan with +1 on his galleys, and he's got a few more than Viper just there. Viper's going to probably stop making fishing ships now.
He already stopped for like 1 second. I already thought that he was going to lose the galleys. It's actually funny to see that Viper is playing this really well. I really love the style he's using here. You know, and this is huge. Jordan's already getting Viper's fish here. He has gotten 2 of them. There
nice
we go.
By him.
And
very nice.
yeah, really good economy damage here from Jordan. Really good. And he might be even able to save the galleys, and that would be the best option for Jordan. But
he's gonna lose 1, at least 1, surely. 3 HP. Come on. There we go. That's definitely dead. No, is it? Yes, no, yes, no! Oh my god, it's still alive! What the hell just happened there? Oh, okay. Well, Viper is gonna go and sandwich him, pin him here, so...
Oh, maybe he gets 1 fishing boat. He might be
No
able
way!
to get it!
No way! No way!
Do it, Jordan, do it!
So close! He can do it, he can do it!
He can definitely do it.
He can do it! No, what's he doing? Go!
Oh!
Oh man,
So
I wanted him to get that fishing ship there. That would have been brilliant. But of course, he's going to follow up with more galleys, and more galleys than Viper's got as well. So, they're saying that Viper has got quite a few at the back also. And yeah, his fishing has been disrupted massively here.
Yeah.
These very low HP fishing ships there as well. Not so great at all.
Yeah, and actually, it's quite an interesting situation because Viper has shared his galleys to two directions, and he has the smallest amount of galleys at his main docks. So it's kind of interesting situation. But I love the style from Viper that he did the early wheelbarrow and skipped the fletching for a moment, just to have a better economy early on, because he knew that Jordan can't put any pressure on him.
Of course, and now he's about ready to get up to the castle age, which we'll see in just a moment.
Yeah, kind of bad economy control from Viper here.
Free villager for Viper down here as well, look.
Yeah, and the fishing ships here. He's gonna actually return the favor from Jordan.
Bring it level.
Yeah.
And Jordan may have... Oh, there they are. I was going to say he may have his galleys out of place. But now, of course, Viper going to want to save his galleys so he can get that war galley upgrade. That's a lot. That's a lot of galleys.
Yeah,
get out of there.
Those fishing ships and that villager definitely weren't worth it, because this might cost the navy game for Viper.
Of course, that could happen, but I don't know if judging by how many galleys Jordan has got, that is a lot of galleys. But I'm guessing he won't be castled just yet, and Viper will need a few more galleys, that's for sure. But he may just have war galley first, in which case he could just do a little bit of damage before Jordan manages to retreat.
That is so true. Viper's still making galleys here, actually messing them really nicely, although now he has a small delay.
Fourth dock as well.
And as we can see, Jordan already has 4 docks. And he's already castle age. Really well done by Jordan.
Nice. That was nice, yeah.
So so Jordan's fish rating was actually really powerful in the early game. Viper's fish idling so long time that he was actually able to make a better upgrade than Viper. So very well played by Jordan.
I've just noticed he's got this Eagle Warrior attacking this house down here, and Jordan's not been to repair or re-wall or anything. I would love for him to break down that house and actually just sneak a surprise attack through there. Highly unlikely, but that would be awesome.
Yeah, the other thing is that players at their level, they just want to minimize the amount of luck. So basically that would be trusting on other playing making a huge mistake, and a really nice flank here by Jordan. Just awesome play by Jordan.
Nice. Pinning him in the middle, and he's got the superior navy at this stage as well. +2 attack for both of them though, and yeah, I think this is probably going to be... Although saying that, Jordan is running retreating on the left. I actually thought Jordan was going to really push that to his advantage there, but instead he's being chased down.
Yeah, interesting decisions here. Viper is actually opting to go for the university and ballistics upgrade before any town centers. So actually both players recognize the situation that and he actually broke
it down there.
Yeah, like a boss.
If he prevents anything from Jordan's
yeah, you need to remember that the Eagle Warrior has +3 attack now. But actually Jordan is countering it with his own Eagle Warrior.
Yeah, it would be cool to see him go forward with a barracks or something and just put some Eagle Warriors in there, but not going to happen. And
Viper gets huge information here. He notices that Jordan has went for the town centers instead of the university. So,
and he's now putting his second up as well, instantly as soon as he saw that. But of course, Jordan with 3 town centers now, and Viper's still just on the 1 for the moment. So
yeah, this is the moment when Viper needs to do damage. Viper needs to attack, he needs to do damage, and he needs to abuse the ballistics that he has. Otherwise, the game has already been lost for Viper, because he's gonna be so much behind in economy compared to Jordan.
Yeah, precisely. And he's moving his war galleys forwards. He's not really going for Jordan's galleys though, is he? He's just going for the docks at the moment, which
Yeah,
seems to be a little bit of a waste.
Well, the thing is that he wants to win the water 100%, and chasing the galleys is not gonna give him any advantage because but Jordan can still amass galleys behind his army at his docks. And with the better economy, he should be able to mass more galleys than Viper. So he needs to actually to get the docks before he moves after the army. Because the fish is not so important at this point anymore because the fish has already been used where their main docks are. So,
and Jordan's still a much larger navy as well at this stage as well.
Yeah, we have to remember that Jordan actually took many Iceland games from Doubt. So at Team Iceland games he actually won 2 Team Iceland games out of the 2 against Doubt, and that's huge. Doubt is one of the best water players around, so I would dare to claim that Jordan is actually one of the best players in water.
Yeah, that could be right. And as you said, well, Viper actually with 5 dots now. He's going to continue adding dots on and keep trying to take the water as much as he can. Really big battle over here, and I think Jordan may just win. It's so hard to say at the moment, but Jordan has definitely got the advantage right there.
Yeah,
and Viper,
I don't understand why Viper didn't use the early ballistics to his advantage. He didn't even try to engage.
But he has split his navy up. He's got navy down at the bottom now trying to take out these docks. And as you say, if he takes out the docks, well, where is Jordan going to make his galleys from? And he isn't. That's the answer.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that Jordan has now the bigger army in water. So you have to remember that if both players lose their docks, Jordan is gonna rebuild his docks a lot faster than Viper because of the economy advantage that Jordan has. And oh, this is a huge fight for Viper. Jordan's not looking, and he's losing a lot of galleys. And really exciting situation because both players can still come on the top from these battles. So
yeah, definitely, and I think Jordan's economy now, though, is starting to accelerate a bit. Viper's still only with 2 town centres, whilst Jordan has been on 3 this whole time. So, you know, Viper's trying to get those extra galleys out to really solidify his chance on the water. But, of course, Jordan has the stronger economy at this stage. But score-wise, they're still pretty neck and neck.
Yeah, score-wise, it's pretty tight. Both players have a lot of resources tied up to their armies, so...
Yeah. And here we go, Viper going in from behind as well.
It's a perfect flank here! Yeah. Really great shot from Viper! He smells the situation and he just eradicates the army of Jordan.
Eradicates. And look at the scores now. It just went from neck and neck to 1,000 between, and that was a really important battle for Viper there, and he's just gained such a really strong advantage from that battle.
Yeah, Viper actually already going for the castle here. So it seems that he might actually put some early pressure on Jordan before Jordan reaches Imperial Age. So he's most likely gonna go to the walls of Jordan and just try to put some forward castles here. I'm not sure. It's possible that he aims for the past Imperial Age too and just starts sieging up Jordan after he gets to Imperial Age.
Yeah, he could do that. He's just making a monastery at the moment, so he'll probably collect up the relics.
Do you see it on the right side?
Yeah.
Jordan's making a castle on the right side, and we'll just hope that he gets it ready, because otherwise it's gonna be a short game.
Yeah, and I think Viper's pretty seen it. He's already making a mangonel right here. He's walling behind his siege workshop. I don't know how that's going to go. And 2 siege workshops as well from Jordan right there. So it's a good job Viper actually scouted around this side.
Yeah, definitely. You need to be really careful on these kind of maps. You really often you can get like overconfident and you start cutting corners. And
Jordan into the Imperial Age. That was...
Yeah, the timing is actually correct. It's actually correct timing. It's not too fast, but he should be able to put some pressure to Viper.
Yeah, that's very nice. And
yeah.
Viper double walling now. Something we don't usually see. But of course, it's an easy wall to make anyway, so he may as well do it.
Yeah, Viper wants to win if he double walls.
Of course. And he may just decide to go and attack on the left-hand side now. If he can just defend up this right-hand side and go forward on the left, he could actually just break straight through. Jordan hasn't got a wall on this left-hand side at all, and Viper could do some serious damage over there. But going up to the Imperial Age himself right now and keeping things level at the least.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be pretty hard to stop this. If Jordan has enough plummet archers with +4, then it's gonna be really hard for Viper to stop this.
2 castles there as well, so they will be starting to be massed up, and quite a few captrams as well. Viper with a triple wall. He's turned into Tim, but he is, of course, he's going to do that. He wants to keep Jordan out in this situation, and that is his best way to do it until he can actually reach the Imperial Age. Of course, Mangonel's behind, can deal with the captrams pretty nicely indeed, and he will probably just be able to hold him off for the time being.
Yeah,
Whilst Jordan comes forward with a third castle.
That's wrong. Although I'm not that confident on his upgrades for the plummet archers, I'm pretty sure that he must be suffering from the early Imperial Age. It's hard, it's gonna be hard for Jordan. Especially after Viper gets +3 on his galleys, because then he's gonna lose 2 of his golds on the shore.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, there's 2 very close by, and Viper could just do a lot of damage from the shore, as you say.
And plummet archers have elite upgrades. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close.
Well, he's got to get through first. Of course, he's made those mangonels to deal with the plumed archers as well as the rams. And as he reaches Imperial himself, a 4th castle from Jordan. He's just throwing them down on this side.
Yeah, I don't like this decision. If I were Jordan, I would have put 1 castle to protect my gold mines.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of, well, it has been all in from the start, but this is now it's do or die.
Of course, if he loses his army here, he will lose all 4 castles as well. It's as simple as that. If you build them that close together, that is of course what's going to happen if you do lose at the front. With siege rams coming forwards now, and fortified wall from the Viper, he's serious about his defense as he upgrades to Galleon as well.
And now you can see Jordan starts making a castle at his gold mine, the bigger gold mine at least.
Yeah, definitely, and Viper with those galleons already there, maybe let's pick off a few villagers and slow this castle from going up, but I think, that castle will go up eventually.
Yeah, it seems like it will definitely go up, but I really love the decision from Viper to do the onagers, because he definitely he has the bank and the money and the balls to do the mangonels. I mean, onagers at the moment.
Yeah, of course, if he's got this many walls, his Aegis will really help. And of course, Jordan not using the wide formation.
Attack coming. Sorry that I'm cutting you off, but now it starts.
And there we go.
So close.
And of course, Jordan not using wide formation, as I just say, he's really prone to an Aegis attack, and of course the Aegis just flattening the siege rams as well, with Viper's galleons just behind.
Yeah, well, the trick is, when you put your plummet archers in a tight pack, you can micro them a lot better. If you put them in a widespread formation, then you will always lose some plummet archers. But when they're in a tight stack, you can actually try to dodge the...
Yeah, I suppose it's like risk versus reward in that regard. You take the risk that they're together, and you won't lose any, and the reward is that you lose less if you micro them away. If that made any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and as we can see, Viper is actually opting for the fast Imperial Age guard tower keep strategy, as I was already saying. we can see that he's actually hitting the mood of Jordan with the guard towers. Really well done by
I had a hunch at the start that he'd be able to reach that wood, so that's nice from him. And just researched the final archer armor upgrade and getting a lot of elite skirmishers, and that is a lot of sense right there against Plume's archers. Of course, conserving his gold as well.
Yeah, as we can see, Jordan actually backing away, but as you can see, Viper has just shoreline where he doesn't have any ships. It's on the right side. Take a look. That might be Jordan taking the water back. That
Perhaps.
actually, yeah, that might
Yeah,
be.
he wouldn't actually need that many galleons. Viper really doesn't have that many galleons at the moment.
Yeah, that is true. Viper already with 3 relics here. Really well done.
Of course, relics are so important once it does get to the late game, as they really do help out when you do run out of gold. And Jordan with the little army on the left-hand side here, forcing these galleons away, so you may just be right actually. He is trying to take the water back.
Or he's just making a shit ton of plummet archers.
Yeah, he's got so many, you can just spread them across the whole map.
Yeah. I'm actually
on the
really
left
satisfied
now-
that Jordan has upgraded his hit points upgrades for the castles. Those
Yeah, that makes
7k
sense.
hit points, they are a beast. It's really hard to take them down.
Yeah, though he is starting to whittle away, and as I said as well, he's now lost 3 of his 4 castles because he lost his army. And that is quite a big loss really, losing 3 castles just like that, and not really doing that much damage in the process.
Yeah,
But also,
you're
on the
totally
left, building a lot of archery ranges. Oh no, hang on. He did just make a load of archery ranges, he's now removed them and building barracks behind. What is he going to do?
Yeah,
He's not
you tell
upgraded.
me. He has almost 3k gold soon.
Yeah.
Stockpiled, and he's upgrading
Elite
his
Eagle
infantry
Warrior.
upgrades. Yeah.
Elite Eagle Warrior is already done, infantry upgrades being done, so he's going to go and try and raid. He probably thinks this is still open, and he may just be right, you know. Jordan neglecting his left-hand side, and that could be a little bit
Oh,
of
he needs only one
improved.
onager hit on this trebuchet. Will he get it? Will he get it? Will he get it? He
Yes!
gets it, and there we go.
Nice.
Oh, one
Down.
alive.
One
He's
left,
still-
it's gone.
Oh, he's gonna get the onager. Good hit for
Brilliant
Jordan.
stuff. Jordan, excellent there, taking, what was that, 2 onagers and 3 trebuchets with just 1 onager. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, well done. That's kinda... It's hard to defend with onagers against onagers. That's...
Yeah.
It's just hard. You can't really do that cost effective because the enemy will always be moving towards you, and basically he usually picks the shots, so
Yeah.
it's a hard situation.
And yeah, Jordan not actually going to try and retake the water. I suppose it's a little bit late for that anyway. And I'm not really sure what Jordan's game plan right here is. It does seem to me like Viper is really about to get ready to, you know, give the final blow. As you can see, his right-hand side pretty much neglected at the moment. He's not got anything right there at all as Jordan starts to batter away the siege rams, and he is going to go on the left with the elite skirmishers and the eagle warriors, I believe, once he starts producing them.
Yeah, he decided to switch the side where he's going to attack. Actually,
I think
Viper
that's a
has
good
a
choice.
fourth relic, but he just doesn't move his monk in the shoreline. So
Where is it?
The relic,
Oh, there, yeah, I see it.
the relic advantage is huge.
At
It's
the
so
moment,
huge,
yeah.
especially with the mains when you can mass plummet archers.
Yeah. Not really sure why Jordan decided to engage the galleons with his plumed archers there. Not the best decision, but never mind. And there we go, Jordan paying the price for not re-walling on this left-hand side. Viper getting right in there with the elite skirmishers, and of course, against a lot of plumed archers, they will be able to do quite significant damage. Backed up by capture rams, and of course, fully upgraded elite warriors at the moment. And
Those eagle warriors are gonna catch Jordan off guard. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be huge.
And Jordan, this could be could not be good at all. Trebuchet coming at the back from Viper. Going to try and take out these town centres and stuff. And there we go. Blue Archers coming in to deal with the Eagle Warriors.
Yeah, I don't like the way how we kept his plummet archers forward. Because at the moment he should be saving a lot, as much gold as possible. Because as you can see, Viper already researched guilds from the market, so he knows how to play mains in the later stages. Both of them have actually researched almost the whole tech tree at this point, so...
Yeah, still tech-wise pretty neck and neck, but Viper, I'd say he's got a pretty big advantage here. He's trying to take down these houses as well.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good idea, because Jordan probably has the bank to mass those skirmishers and plummet archers for like eternity. But Viper is pressing Jordan from both sides. He's coming, he's ramming his town from the shoreline, and he's trebucheting all his stuff from the middle.
Of course, so, yeah. And Jordan's still with the rams up the top here, and Viper just re-walling once again. Jordan kind of forgot about this whilst he was facing this attack down here, and Viper still able to hold him off on the right hand side whilst he continues to push forwards. And Age is coming in as well, and he could just get a really big hit on these plumed archers right now if he catches him off guard here.
Yeah, and I love the way how Viper is rebuilding his army production facilities. When he goes forward, he just keeps building more.
He takes everything with him.
Yeah, and that's the only way to play macro games. He knows how to play longer games. And that's something that you need to know if you want to be the best player in the world.
Indeed. So many plumed archers from Jordan though. I mean, he must be out of gold at this stage. Or very low at the least. I mean, we can see how much gold Viper's got, which is pretty much nothing. And Jordan probably running out as well. But of course, now this is where the relics will start to help him out in the long run, as they do give that extra gold in the late game. And he has secured his 4th relic now as well.
Yeah, and you can see how Viper just keeps tightening the leash over Jordan's neck.
Oh yes, pushing forwards.
Yeah, and he's killing the lumber camps from the shore. I mean, from the middle.
Nice. Of course, just making it impossible for Jordan to drop off resources. Going forwards with a castle, not gonna get that up though. I don't think. Oh no, he will. He will.
Actually, Jordan is holding this quite nicely because he has that like 150 plummet archers in his army, so it's not that easy to stop.
Certainly not easy, but it's not impossible
he's gonna
either.
try to stop this castle from going. Oh, but the warriors are just raping.
I think the castle will probably go up here. He can get that up, and that could be really bad for Jordan. Of course, Viper can make plumed archers from there, though he hasn't got much gold left at the moment. But
it's gonna be so close.
Going up.
Oh no, he didn't focus them, and there he goes. Oh, he's gonna lose all these onagers. That's gonna be painful. If Viper focus shoots these onagers as he should, it's gonna be tough.
And he is doing exactly that. But Jordan, he's holding on. He's got a lot of plumed archers, a lot of skirmishers there, and Viper isn't reinforcing quick enough, it seems.
Yeah, it's actually, that's what happened. And one thing that happened was that Jordan sneaked that monk to pick that one relic. And now the monk is on the middle with the relic on his hands, but he don't have a way to return it. Actually, this castle might go down here.
Yeah, I think it will. I don't think he's going to be able to take these rams out anytime soon. There's the castle. And Jordan is just going to hold on for dear life, really. I think at the moment, the best he can really do is just mass up skirmishers. I can't imagine he has any gold whatsoever at the moment.
Yeah, Jordan is just starving. He probably doesn't have any bank at this point, and Viper just has a perfect economy.
I mean, if we look at the map...
Oh, and a big onager hit here. Will he get the second one?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
so bad for Jordan.
No.
This is gonna be it.
Oh, 3 in a row. That was terrible.
Oh, yeah, that was
must have...
so bad.
So bad. But as I was saying as well, if you look at the map right now, he really hasn't got any food income anywhere. He has very little wood left, income-wise, and I think if we end up going to a huge trash war, which this is slowly turning into, Viper will be able to win it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
From the trash war point of view, I think he will. And these trebuchets still at the back, killing off the lumber camps as soon as they go up. Pretty funny stuff. And yeah, those Onager hits from Viper, really big. Killing off so many plumed archers at once. Really good stuff from him.
Yeah, the problem is that at this point, if you can have like 100 villagers, you can easily sustain a huge flock of plummet archers, and then a huge flock of skirmishers that you use as a meat shield and as a unit that you just sacrifice, and then use the plummet archers behind that army. So
yeah, Jordan just lost his 4th castle up on the right hand side and slowly being whittled away down there. Of course, Viper could just bring his trebuchet forward and work on taking out the rest.
yeah, this is definitely gonna be a longer game because I don't see Viper pushing Jordan away at least not in a short while.
Well, he's just lost all of his forward archery ranges, and at the moment his only real option of units is to make skirmishers. So he has to rebuild his archery ranges before he can actually make any more skirmishers, and he really doesn't actually have that many archery ranges at the moment.
Yeah, it seems that he has actually queued almost all of his archer ranges.
Yeah.
Nothing coming from the barracks, nothing coming from the castles.
Yeah.
I sort of don't agree with Viper's decision not to upgrade elite plummet archers at the start.
Shot it.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Although Jordan's hold was pretty remarkably good, so.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He's just going to try and math these up. Maybe when he gets to 200, he's going to push out again. But yeah, this is just going to turn into one of those grueling trash wars. And at the moment, it's hard to say who is 100% going to win it. At the moment, I would say that Viper's got the advantage. He's probably got a better economy. But of course, Jordan can rebuild that, and he does still have these elite plumed archers as well.
Yeah, well, Viper's unit composition wasn't that good in the first fight, so he's trying to fix that problem now, and he has a plenty of time, but he's giving Jordan time to recover himself.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And on the right hand side he is just sending more units down. You know what, you can actually go and send some warriors into this wood at the back here as well from the right if you wanted to.
Yeah, the problem is that at the moment,
have any gold.
Yeah, at the moment Siege is giving the best return for your money. So it's a good idea to say, oh,
so close, so close.
Both players microing their ass off with the Siege. Oh, but Viper has 2 onagers in one spot.
Oh, very nicely done. Very nicely done. If he can get the hit on these, he is... Yeah, Jordan, of course, going to retreat there. He just needs to hit these, and
there we go. A good hit.
Losing 2, and... Oh, man. It's just non-stop on Age of Fire. And Jordan taking the last
Viper
of this gold.
actually cutting Jordan off with a stone wall on the right side while doing this big fight here, which is probably taking Jordan's concentration at the moment.
Of course, yeah.
Jordan should be more careful. He's actually losing a lot of plummet archers because the skirmishers are in front.
Yeah, yeah. And Viper trying to keep his population as high as possible. His production is doing pretty well, although he isn't actually queuing any skirmishers out of these archery ranges at the back. He just needs to keep them fully queued up, I think, at this stage if he wants to break this. He just needs to keep making as many units as he can, keep his population maxed out, and just keep strong.
But Jordan is gonna run out of food anytime here. anytime he's going to be running out of wood.
I mean, if we have a look at his wood line here, he's actually not even got half of these villagers collecting wood, which is something.
Yeah, this is a tough spot for Jordan. It's really likely that he's not gonna recover from this situation. Both players just looting units. Viper is making one volley of siege here, and that might solve the game at this point.
Yeah, of course, a lot of siege rams as well, just to act as meat shields. And if you can get some hits with these on ages, oh, we lost it though, unfortunately, to Jordan's there. But he is, of course, going to distract these skirmishers with the large amount of siege rams that are coming in.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that Viper hasn't researched his building hit point upgrades and the dreadful train, which actually makes your villagers build
faster.
20% faster.
Could be useful to push forwards, but I think he's slowly gaining ground here. He's probably moved about, I don't know, a centimetre on the screen in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, I think he is slowly gaining.
Still active. He's using his trebuchets. He's walling the map. And he's probably fixing his economy because he only has 2 idle villagers at the moment.
Oh, that's very good.
That's standard. That should be the situation always.
It should be, but when it gets to the late game and you're focusing so heavily on this and microing your unages, fixing your economy kind of ends up falling to the back a little bit.
Yeah, that is true.
And oh, he's gonna get some more. Oh, yeah, so close.
Four orange onagers. That's gonna be brutal. That's gonna be so brutal. He needs some micro. And there we go.
Very careful. There we go.
Shoot it.
There we go. Got it.
Actually, Viper using the hit ground function here. And it seems that the game ends
there we
here.
Go.
Good game, well played by Jordan.
GG. And yeah, I think it just over time, just whittling him down, denying him wood, obviously, and Jordan must have been so low on resources at the end right there, and Viper could have made skirmishes all day long.